Alright. Hello everybody, how's everyone? Bye! Alright, let's see. I'm just gonna relax for tonight in case you guys are wondering. I was thinking of like taking a look at some tweets, stuff, nothing along the line. Or maybe just watch some video along the line. I'm just going to relax. Oh my. So, oh. Yeah, a lot of people just watching Miko playing Naruto for chatting. Aki-san is just not having a lot of viewers. I wish a lot of people still continue to give her the support though. In case you guys are wondering, I'm just checking out some stuff first. There's a lot of comments. Hello. You're eating watermelon, and about your avatar artist, you still can't contact him, so you went to another artist and spent. Oh, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, though. In US dollar or Singapore dollar, I have no idea how much that is, though. Cat-san, hello there, how's your day? Around August. I shall wait until August then. So I still got around 1.5 months. Let's see. Around $150. That's still a lot of money though. There's still a lot of money. Then about what happened to your previous one? I mean, like, I know you say you can't contact him, but like, are you able to recover your money along the line? Even if you say it's just $8. you're getting over it because you think he's dead. Even like 4 other friends can't wish him. Not gonna lie, your avatar is like Foreigner and Alachino Love Child. Wow. Just make sure that when you do that, don't use too much reference. I mean, like a little bit of reference here and there is alright, but don't just be an exact copy, alright? You know, some people will say it's plagiarism or copycat or whatsoever, so yeah, you need to be very, very careful, right? Young Lele. Issue with title hair? Well, as long as it makes you happy, I think it should be fine. The problem is Shitan is being involved. Yeah, I'm actually replying to some YouTube comment because I have not like normally I do a little bit of chatting like 2-3 days. I don't really read the comment like 1 or 2 like every single day directly, because the video I upload tends to be scheduled, so I don't like really go and take my time to watch them because due to my schedule in real life. So right now, now is the time for me to relax. And if the funny thing is, right, in case anyone want to know, I eat the pao with kind of like a very fulfilling food, and it's too delicious, I will admit that, but it's also very fulfilling to the point that I'm actually kind of having the food coma at the moment. So I'm actually for some reason feeling sleepy, tired, but somehow, some way, somewhat, I still got the energy to continue typing comment or doing live stream and chit-chatting with you guys. It's just that for some reason, I think it's that the vitamin B which bring out the energy kind of like kicking in at this point. It's like, I'm actually very sleepy. No, I'm not. And then I'm sleepy. No, actually I am. Because the after cover and avatar look quite different. But as long as you look to what you like, and then once you debut and then a lot of people like it, that's good for you. But the most important thing you need to make sure is don't make it too similar to some other VTuber along the line, because if anything or any way we go, there will be some people who will pinpoint the similarity in some point, and if there's like being plagiarism or copycat along the line, yeah, people will start attacking you in the wrong way. So be careful, alright, young Lele? Alright, let's see. Chitan seems to be involved in controversy politics. So far from what I know, the mascot reckless behavior and violence was considered as turn off for the city and mayor. And as I mentioned, may be misrepresenting the behavior of the city sense. But at the same time, those actions can be considered as slapstick comedy, and thus why many like that humor. So, in my view, you think you're gonna laugh your ass if you if you got into an untrue scandal? Who knows? I mean, like when it comes to VTuber, right? I mean, like that. The funny thing is, right? I was told there is also another Thai VTuber. Apparently, there's a Thai VTuber that looked very familiar to me. Same year, same hair. Was like in a sense, but it's just that he don't wear glasses. I wear glasses. He's Thai. I'm not Thai, and the only thing I would definitely say is that just look similar doesn't mean that we are the same though. At this call, I'll take a look once I finish typing this comment first. Nice call. So what she done is just trying to stand out among all. Again? If one do not like her, one can simply ignore or don't watch her and move on. Yeah, okay, let me see. Naru-san seems not to be here today. I'm not sure though. She might be busy, who knows? Let me take a look. Oh, nice. Yeah, that seems nice. But just be careful if you're going to debut in Twitch. Apparently, they say that if you like for female, right? They say that if the female look too sexy, they're gonna ban everyone for some reason though. Who knows? I had no idea. Worth every penny. If that's the case, good for you, young lady. How many wait? How about you try it and then you tell me? Good. I feel like I have not been drinking a lot of water lately though. Like as in to hydrate my body water. You're gonna be at YouTube instead. Most of your friends don't have Twitch. I think you just need to be careful on YouTube. Just don't show the chest area too much. Apparently, I mean, like, if I find thing is right, even for me, if even though I'm letting my my avatar all the way to the chest area, it's like I'm a guy. There's no chest. Imagine in real life if people go and touch me and they say, "Ame, are you sure you don't have chest?" And then the people go and touch me and they will be like, oh, I feel like you got a chest. What chest? Treasure chest? I don't have any treasure chest at home. Let's see, how many comment that I'm missing out? There are quite a lot of comment that I don't reply because there's like some of them are just troll and I don't want to reply to those kind of things. And some I reply not, I don't want to like be the one to just stop at my end. 7 days ago, the Twitter feed will always be wrong about everything they are trying not, because they are not trying to be right, they are trying to win. A bit of fan service is good for the eyes and mental mind. Based on what I've had seen. Oh, Nedler-san, hello there. You just see notification and see your name on the screen. Yeah, that one is looking for you. You get that many troll comment. Yes, I do get troll comment though. I do get. It's just that some of them contain questionable reply in a way though. I have received that sort of thing. It happened before due to the comment on Niji-sanji and not Hololive, Sweet Baby Inc. So yeah, it's alright though. Like I got attacked by troll comment before, and to me the funny thing is right, when I reply in my most like fair point, the one thing is that a lot of people then tend to go around and saying that I'm being a hypocrite. It's like, dude, they act like a hypocrite and now they're attacking me for being a hypocrite. It's like, the funny thing is right, I remember there was one who replied to me indicating, if you don't like the game, don't play the game. And I just say, yes, I'm not intending to buy the game. I'm just saying that what they trying to do is destroying the game and it doesn't fit back well. And if in the future, if people don't buy the game, they can't complain. Because they say that if I don't like to play the game, don't buy the game, don't play the game. And yet, now it happened. Suicide Squad have already kind of like a lot of the funny, I think it was was it Helldiver 2? I never covered that story because I feel like that is the most stupid thing ever. It's like it's the same thing happened to many other games. It's like I feel like covering them up don't like the Korean spicy noodle is way better than covering Helldiver 2. At least that's how I feel. Yeah, when Nissan, I've been attacked by people who telling me to stop streaming, to stop being a streamer along the line. So that's what happened. Argument that doesn't make sense unless the game is really throwing out away. I do agree with that point a lot though. Like, I agree on that point because the thing is, right, often more than not when we critique a game, we just want the best out of the game. We want the game to be the best out there. That's the most important thing, is that we want the game to be not just the best, but also to improve. Instead, they decided to deprove themselves. They're trying to make the game as worse as possible. So it's like, it's insane. And I'm being attacked last time due to giving my honest view. And I can see why they are mad, because maybe they just want to say that, hey, all their effort put into the game is very hard. And I studied game design, game development, and game programming back when I was young. So I know full well how games work. Do I work in the game community before? No, I was denied due to they did have the Ubisoft. Okay, I applied to Ubisoft back in Singapore once and I have two of my classmates get into the company, whereas I got rejected. Reason being is that my lecturer at the time recommended two of my classmates, but he told the company that I'm a very bad programmer, even though I was applying for being a producer as well as game design. So like I was very good on that end, but he just told the company, said I'm not a very good programmer, and I was like, dude, I'm not even applying for programmer, and they thought that I was applying for programmer. So ever since then, when I got rejected by Ubisoft, I just don't play any Ubisoft game. You can call me like being petty, but there's also time when I realized that there was some issue on Ubisoft's end. There is a Ubisoft in Singapore, and I kind of like glad for my friend, but at the same time I just noticed that based on what my friend told me about Ubisoft in Singapore was not a very good point. Like the way they communicate with their overseas counterpart was like sometimes they have to argue a bit along the line. It's just, and even one of my friend quit the company like a few years later, after he gained experience as a game creator, he quit the company and he kind of like produced his own company along that. I have no idea what happened to him because I have not heard from him ever since. But how Ubisoft is really insane back then. It's really like it's many years back there was a lot of issue with Ubisoft already. Just that the issue with Ubisoft is just gotten worse now. And the funny thing is, right, a lot of people say that, yeah, like you said, do they have some sort of force or some sort of issue along the line? The thing is, right, a lot of game, if you don't like it, you don't play it, that's the most simple thing. But a lot of game company doesn't realize that sometimes the one that is playing the game is the gamers, not the one that is making a lot of noise. So let's say for example, if they're going to say that the black community, they're going to cater to a lot of audience. I kind of like talk about this in my video today already. There is the targeted audience. Like there is one point that a lot of people is not aware is that when you come to targeted audience, what we need to know in the most simple way is that if I create a game, let's say I create a game about one female and one male going on an adventure to defeat the demon lord. Very simple, right? Now, for that story to come out, we have to come up with the best story, how what kind of design the character will be look like, how the demon will look like, what kind of monster they are, what kind of bad story there is, what kind of game progress do you want, what kind of NPC we want, what kind of quest, what is the mid-side quest along the line. That we have to think out a lot of idea before we can just say, oh, one male and one female go to fight the demon lord. That's it. No, there's a lot of things to come about. Now, normally when you create a game, if DEI is not involved, obviously you can come up with the good looking character and a very badass looking monster or demon lord and just fight. Which is the reason why, if you guys notice, a lot of Eastern game, not the Western game but Eastern game, like why sometimes some people love like Final Fantasy, like the older Final Fantasy, not the current one but older one, where they include a lot of boss that is like damn badass. I mean, sure, some of them became very scary looking monster, but some of them are so badass. I mean, like look at 7 Sephiroth, and then there is the scene from Fantasy 10, and it's like you look at a lot of monster that is like those humanoid monster, it's like they are so awesome. Not only do you like the main character, you also will like the villains. That's what made the game good. There is no DEI, there is no propaganda, there is no politics. It's just games with good game design, with good game story, good game setting, good game transition. That's all. But for some stupid reason, people still say that, oh, we must have black, we must have white. Yes, we can add in black character whatsoever. I mean, look at 7. They got one of the badass looking black NPC supported in the game. It doesn't mean that you have to force the character to be a main character or whatever. Sure, that the game happened to be in some sort of other reality. Sure, you want to say black whatever, yeah, no one's stopping you. But for Sweet Baby Inc., they could have just created their own kind of Final Fantasy don't add in their propaganda to Final Fantasy. It's like if they want to have something like their own game, create their own kind of Final Fantasy. Like how many games nowadays have the copy paste? Like, oh, let me see your answer or your homework, and then I'll copy it accordingly. Like, dude, there's so many games like people saying like, oh, it's a copy of that, it's a copy of this. Or I mean, like, I still remember when Genshin was first released, people say it was the freaking copy of Zelda, and now look at waffling with a copy of Genshin. Like, what the heck? Like, people will always make noise. But the thing is, right, when you look at a lot of games, how many games have been a copy of each other in the first place? Like, look at research all the action RPG game, battle simulation, Dota. I mean, like, Dota, don't let me mention about mobile game. Look at Dota, like Dota #1. Then after that, there is the League of Legends. Then there is the Vanguard. Then there is the Extraordinary one. Then there is the Mobile Legend. It's like so many games that is a copy of each other in a sense. I'm just shocked that people just say that Sweet Baby Inc. just want to destroy a lot of games when they can't even create a freaking game themselves. Because I said, if I send my own avatar that worth, I prefer to create my own avatar. Keep your money for now, young lady. That's kind of funny too, cause those companies like Sweet Baby Inc. has zero creativity, so they can't come up with their own original idea, and now they get their hand on gaming IP. They end up just changing the story around it to fit to how they want, and it almost never makes sense, and the source material just end up in scrum. But it's kind of funny though. Yeah, I do agree with that. The funny thing is, right, a lot of people is not aware is that why I always say that when you have a consultant firm that is destroying game in the first place, why would people still go around hiring them? Is it because they are going around acting like a mafia? Like, I actually say this in my freaking video today. They are the mafia of the gaming industry at this point. It's stupid. And I don't like how they're going around. Like, the funny thing is that the Wukong one, at the time, a lot of people say, oh, the creator is sad, what? Basically, I had no idea what they were trying to come out. It's like, I've noticed that IGN and Kotaku doing smearing campaign against a Chinese company, and it was kind of weird at the time. So when I know what happened, I just keep quiet. You guys have to understand why the reason why I keep quiet, the reason why I give the Sweet Baby Inc. the time to implode is that what a lot of people is not aware is that Sweet Baby Inc. has a lot of skeleton in their closet. We don't need to add to and open up the closet for them. They will open the closet for us. They'll open the closet for us. Why would I want to open it out and get myself attacked for no reason? I prefer them to make their own noise, let them do the whole thing. And I mean, like, it didn't even take long for the Chinese media to even report out that Sweet Baby Inc. was trying to extort a Chinese company of $7 million. It's like, wow, it's not $100,000 or $200,000 for consulting, it's $7 million. Wow. And I can just imagine Sweet Baby Inc. just going around and saying that you must pay us $7 million so that we can not only just have to rewrite the whole story of China into what we think is correct, but at the same time, we'll destroy the game so badly that you'll be losing more than $7 million after you pay us. Good? I feel like they just can't roll. They can't even make their own pizza, let alone do. Like, I mean, like, even coming out with a pizza is disrespecting to the Italians at this point of time. I mean, like, dude, it's crazy that for the Sweet Baby Inc., they can come up with ways to attack other people or thinking of way to extort other game company, but yet when people start pointing finger at them, when people start doing the same thing as them, to them, they'll be like, oh no, I'm being attacked! Oh no no no! Oh, someone help me! I'm a victim! People, gamers attack me! Gamers are bad! Like... My voice acting is impressive, thank you. I was a voice actor for a day. No, not really. I actually attended voice acting class in Japan actually. But yeah, the one thing is, right, the one of the thing you guys have to understand is that I'm just acting how they are voicing. Those people are trying to act at this point. I mean, like, I don't need to be nice to them anymore. And yes, they only became victims when it's convenient, and when people pointing them out for the hypocrite, like it's actually kind of took me. I was actually, I was laughing at many of the black community who was trying to defend Sweet Baby Inc. and the Ubisoft for the Yasuke the game in the Assassin's Creed. I was laughing at them when a lot of them realized that it was just basically a racist game. It's so damn obvious at the time that it was going to be a racist game, and all the black community was defending the game. And then when they realized that Yasuke is not a street, okay, people are like, okay. And then they realized that they are going around killing Japanese and they are being racist. It's like, now they are even like, what the hell am I even defending this game at this point? Like, I even know someone who was like, what the hell is the game trying to prove? So I can just imagine that a lot, like, I actually know one of my Japanese friends who actually told me about what happened in Assassin's Creed is that a lot of Japanese gamers are aware of what happened and they are unlikely to get the game. Not saying that they won't get the game. Some might still play the game to see how it goes, but because in Japan they do have you can sell the game for to second-hand shop and earn back a bit of money, so it's fine for them. They can just buy the game and then sell it anyway to second-hand shop and still be like, get a little bit of money back. So it's not a loss for the Japanese people. But at the end of the day, a lot of people feel like they don't want to buy the game because they feel it's racist at this point. There is a lot of comment in the Japanese section that indicating that there is a lot of people finding Assassin's Creed Shadow to be racist because it's just basically a black person killing the Japanese. In other words, a black community is now killing all the Asian people. With another word is what is happening in America, and the black people are defending the black community for being racist against Asian. It's like, when a lot of black community realize the mistake, they start backpedaling. They start pedaling for some reason. And the funny thing is, they say people are being racist against them. When they realize that the game is a racist game about black people killing ASEAN, they realize the mistake, they backpedal. It's like, we've been telling you guys that! It's like, we've been telling them for so many times, for so damn long. I was even attacked by the black community for some reason. And when they realize the mistake, they will be like, oh, that's what happened. We didn't know. The funny... I was... That is the reason why when I said I was laughing, I'm not trying to blame all the black community. I'm sure there are nice people out there. It's just that when they realize the mistake, they start pedaling. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure there was one person called himself Mighty, but and now that he's been giving Mighty loss instead of Mighty takes. It's like, sure, you may saying like, oh, you're trying to indicate that the game need a little bit of black, but when you're trying to be historical accuracy, you're saying like, oh, there was a black person, but dude, it's just only based on one report. Can you be so sure the report is correct? We can't even, like, even when they trying to use Shugo for as he assists, dude. When people check out the whole damn video, it was actually Shugo saying that there was a story about him, but there was no record of him. It's like, psych! They don't even, like, people people using Japanese people to fight, and I actually didn't say about this one point, is that I remember there was one American Japanese lady who trying to claim that her ancestor is retainer of some samurai or whatsoever, and she claimed that because her ancestor is retainer, and then she is a descendant of the samurai, and now what happened to her? She's just a crowd chaser. She just get her crowd attention, and that's it. Does she care about the game? No. She disappeared. No one even care about what happened. She don't even care about what the game is. She doesn't even care about the game is racist or not. Okay, hello there, how's today? So yeah, the thing is, right, at the end of the day, people just don't understand that when people are putting out false information, all the people just hook into it. Like, they never look at the bigger picture. They never understand the bigger picture. Like, I've been attacked for trying to highlight the root and the bigger picture, and I was like, if freaking spend me 2 days just to have a fight with the black community for over it, it's like I F this out. I don't care about what their mind is. They can live their life, I live my life. I'm not gonna give a damn care about what they want to go along the line. I mean, like, no offense to all my black friends, black followers, or I mean, I have real life black friends. One of them told me is that some people are trying to defend the black community because there is really a lot of case of racism against the black communities. I agree with that, because racism is really something that we should be all addressing. But at the end of the day, when people are trying to use racism as the voice of their action and end up being a hypocrite, and people defending that hypocrite, even though they realize that the person, I mean, like, sure, the person may put out a good point, but if the person is trying to attack, like trying to use up cherry pick info, evidence or stuff to start attacking anyone that is not black, yeah, I think that's racism in a way. And yet people defending him is like, dude, do you guys understand the hypocrite in that end? It's like, that's crazy. Which is the reason why when people ask me about America, I just say that it's like a chess. It's always black versus white for some reason. And for some reason, yeah, I do agree that when it doesn't matter on the topic, they just use racism. It's like, oh, is it because I'm black? Or is it because I'm Asian? Or is it because I'm white? Oh, you can't be racist against white. What? Like, when I hear a lot of the stuff that happened in America, I was like, dude, if Rome history doesn't teach us anything, I think that one day America will fall like Rome. And no offense to all the people in America, it's like, dude, number one, the government can have their own issue within themselves, and the human in America is not even acting correctly, and they are having a fight over each other. If one day they have a civil war again, like America Civil War number 2, and they're gonna kill everyone because of racism, and then when people in the history will ask, what caused civil war in America? Racism! Very good! Nice answer! I'm so sorry about it. I'm pretty sure that a lot of place is rotten. More so, the government is not even helping. Personally, I still think that there should be a law that is against racism in any other country. Because in Singapore, I'm pretty sure that in Singapore, if you are a racist, you can be arrested, you can be charged. So I was like thinking that if America really want to stop racism as its own, they should be taking a look at like, instead of like, oh, it's game bad for the people, or we should be talking about abortion. Like, why can't you guys cannot think of like, how about address racism in the first damn place? Like, of any other thing they can come up with, of any topic they can come up with a fight with, they can't even address racism even till now. Like, how many years ever since like the Civil War in America till now? How long has the black community versus the white community issues not addressed entirely. It's weird. Like, does a issue have to take so many, like, how many centuries does it need to take for them to finally handle the whole situation? It's like, one of the reasons why I'm afraid of going to America, even though I want to go to America. And when I say I want to go to America, it's because I want to try out some of the food there. The fast food, the origin of all fast food in the whole damn world. I mean, sure, but there has McDonald's in some other country, but when you want to see the OG, see how bad people talking about how bad the fast food is, or how greasy or how big the portion is. I mean, like, no other place than the OG America themselves. When there's freedom of speech, like, some random people was to say something racist to you on the street, they won't get in trouble. If they will be doing it in a play setting, etc., you will get in trouble. The thing is, right, in America, free speech as all men are free. Yeah, go and play your game, don't need to worry, Kathleen son. Yeah, the one thing I would say is that it's a double-edged sword. Used by the right people, it can show a good action. Used by the wrong people, it can create chaos. You had client tomorrow. Okay, go and rise up properly. It's amazing that out of nowhere I was talking about some topic and I was having food coma. I will admit I was having food coma because I was eating Pau. So I was actually very tired earlier. Like, I was like sitting for around almost an hour, I think, on my chair in front of my table, and I was like, I didn't press the stream button. I was like, start stream. I was like, okay, let's start stream. But yeah, one of the things you guys have to understand. A little bit of topic get me a little bit pumped out at times, especially shit babying and racism, as well as Nijisanji. It can, and most people tend to abuse freedom of speech now, but there is a saying that you can say whatever you want when there is a knife at your neck. I thought I called you your fake name. Did I? You should stop making a fake name. Okay. Yeah, the thing is, right, when it comes to a lot of racism or what's not in other countries, it's always an issue because I don't see the hatred. It's like people always say racism, all this along the line, but if we look deep down, we are just people with a different culture, different religions, different language, different skin color, but we are all still human. And I seen on Twitter about, I can't recall which country was it, like two soccer countries, I mean, like, sure, when it comes to soccer there will be some people really make huge noise, but I have seen that while there is cases about soccer fan fighting soccer fan, but there's also a moment where I see that soccer fan having fun with soccer fan. They don't care whether their team win or lose. At the end of the day, it's a good match. If their team win, good. If their team lose, we can still make friends. I mean, like, I seen the YouTube, I think it was the Italian versus which country, I can't recall, and they were having a blast and they was having fun together. You say it's Pau. Oh, I was saying this Pau. They call it Pau, so that's for some reason I just call it anyway. Can I open it up? Oh yes, I can. Yeah, I was referring to this. Yeah, it's pronounced as it's also pronounced as Pau. I ate one giant version of this. In Thai, it sounds what you just say. Yeah, there is a giant version of this. I can't recall. It's called Big Pau. And it's very, very giant. Like, it's gigantic, but it's giant than my head though. I'm pretty sure it's called Big Pau. Like, it's very, very big, you know. Like, it's freaking hand. It's bigger than my hand. Like, imagine that you buy one big version of this, and you can like, if not only fill it up, you'll be like, you can suffer from fruit coma after that. A huge dumpling. Yeah, it is a dumpling in a way. It is technically a dumpling. Technically, but they call it the traditional dumpling. Not the gyoza, not the one that you steam and or whatever. It's the one that is normally steamed. Not the one that you grill or fry it along the line. It's the one steamed. It's very delicious. Xiao Long Bao? Oh, you mean the one that with the soup inside? I'm pretty sure. You mean this one? How much did I pay? I pay around. If I have to transmit to USD dollar, I think it was like it cost me 5 Singapore dollar to. If I couldn't translate it to US dollar, it would cost me around 369. And you gotta have to understand, it's freaking fulfilling though. It's freaking fulfilling. I actually. Yeah, I mean, like, for a portion that can make me feel, I will take it any time of the day, and it's very, very nice. Be good for the most of the day. Yeah, it can. It can. You imagine that I ate that earlier as my dinner, and I was like, it hit me like a freaking truck. Because I'm not saying like it really hit me due to the taste. It's more towards like once I finished, it was very delicious, and I was like, I don't even want to move. So probably if you eat in the morning when you are tired or something and you just eat it, maybe it will help you with the energetic, and you can be done until I think you can even skip lunch in a way though, unless you are a heavy eater. Then maybe you want to eat some more, but. Pao bun are thicker than other dumpling. Yeah, because the funny thing is, like, for like Xiao Long Pao and dumpling, they are using very thin layer of the dough, whereas the pao, like the pao, you can notice that it's freaking thick. It's like a lot of dough in it. So when you eat the meat and you eat the dough, it's kind of like balanced in a way. It's like the amount of meat and the amount of carbonate in it, it is enough to make you fulfill. So if you say you want to eat it in the morning and be done for the day, I think it can be done. In Thai, it doesn't exist anymore, but it's such a delicious food to have. I can eat it for like once more, and the funny thing is, like, the filling, it doesn't need to be meat. There is vegetarian type where it's like they kind of like use pin paste or lotus paste. There is so many different kind of filling up there, and even like char siu, or which is basically roasted meat, or even like pulled pork. You can use any kind of meat for filling, add it to the dough, steam it out. There you go, a very delicious pao ready to be eaten. So, I mean, like, it's even people adding like freaking half-boiled egg into it, you know, half-boiled egg. So there's like no actual. And the funny thing is that in Japan, I would say there is also the pizza version. Basically, like, when you eat into it, it's like definitely pizza taste. They call it pizza pao. Ah, you mean the feeling inside? Oh, okay, okay. But you have to imagine there is also yeah, I have to show you. I think it's much better if I show you guys. I think it was friendly mod. Why is it showing me JP? Oh wait. Oh yes. Service campaign 商品情報おやつ中華まんピザチーズA good source of protein. Yeah, I do recommend people who want to try it. They call it nikumang. I remember now. For some reason, I keep forgetting what was the name they call it in Japanese. It's nikumang. So if you go to Japan, you say nikumang hitotsu onegaishimasu. They will normally give you this one. You can see the amount of meat. You can see it's fulfilling. It's very, very delicious though. You guys never seen it? Yeah, it exists in Japan as well. 3 different types. Yeah, I miss a lot of the Japanese food though. I definitely miss. I will agree. I would definitely miss their pizza mang because it's really delicious. It's like a cheesy pao. Because you don't really eat cheese in pao, so you have to give the respect to the Japanese for freaking coming up with something called pizza pao. I was like, what the heck was that? It's weird, but it's very delicious. It feels weird when I make yapping about your fake name. At least I'm not repeating it twice, and people will think that I'm a huge fan of the Fuamoko. If I say it twice, and people will be like going like, "Oh, Ame must be a Fuamoko fan." Not really. I just appreciate. I'm just a whole lot appreciated, not a huge fan. Even though I shit for him. I won't say it too much. I feel like people is just gonna say I'm just a hypocrite. Alright, yeah, alright. One thing you guys have to understand, right? There are times when I eat this in Japan, and it's kind of funny that back then I eat a lot of these in Japan, like they call it bento, but when you have this kind of portion, right, and when you know there is a shop that sell the raw material, you have to cook it yourself, but you know a place that sell the raw material, and you can cook 2 to 3 times that amount of what they sell you. Yeah, I definitely choose to cook on my own a lot of time. I always tend to cook my own food. I'm pretty sure I do upload photo of my food long ago. I can't recall I have them sometime. You need to move over with you guys, cause that ramen look freaking delicious. Hey, you have to imagine if I show you guys some of the ramen shop in Japan is right. It's insane though. Kyoto City. At the time I was living in Kyoto City, if you guys are wondering. Like if you look at the amount of, like the soup itself is so thick. If you are health cautious, you don't drink the soup. If you want that tasty broth, you drink it. I see a lot of people who don't drink the broth, but those who like it, drink it. The broth is very delicious, but when it comes to health cautious, you don't drink it. Like yeah, I drink it. I'm pretty sure there was some restaurant they purposely made the bottom of the bowl, right? If you do drink the broth, they will actually indicate arigato gozaimasu or hope you enjoy the food along the line. I can't recall which stall did it. I was like, what the heck? So if those people who don't drink the soup won't even see that, I was like, this is one of the reasons why after that incident I was like, I was gonna make sure that if I eat ramen, I'm gonna drink the broth. I don't damn care. And I like kind of back then I just come and cook my own burger. I cook on my own food when I was back in Japan. This one I think I ate out, right? Yeah, this one is ate out. And once I mean like if I had when I can make my own fried chicken, I also make my own fried chicken, okay? Yeah, never son. When I said I used to cook a lot during my live stream, right? Like even I'm pretty sure I did a lot of live stream cooking. I'm pretty sure. You cute anime girls. This was the female me. And that was drawn by Neji-san. I'm pretty sure that, okay, if I just type cook, yeah, there was a lot of cooking live stream at the time I did though. Some good, some bad, and yeah, there's quite a few cooking live stream that I did before. But yeah, yeah, a lot of food I used to cook a lot back then. Like a lot of food I used to cook back then in Japan. Like even this one is one meal. And it's a meal for the whole damn day. It's a meal for the whole damn day. Not only is it delicious, it's also healthy because of the veg in it. I kind of like split it into half. I can't eat it in one go. You have to understand, when I used to work as an assistant chef, if my cooking is not up to spot, I will get scolded by my sous chef, you know. Like the sous chef will freaking scold me if I don't cook very delicious. But please don't devour this whole thing. It's actually around 2 to 3 serving actually, if I'm not wrong. It can be considered 2 to 3 serving, you know. Back then, I still remember, like sometimes if I'm lazy to cook, I will just buy some bento. Like when you go to convenience store or when you go to supermarket, and at supermarket they will paste the 50% off discount sticker on it, and you'll be like, I'm gonna get it, paste the sticker, please. And it's like, Onigashimasu,早く早く、私その安いのもの買いたいんです。So it's like, yeah, sometimes I do buy cheap bento, because it's like, imagine that you buy a bento for, let's say, 800 yen, which is around 6 USD, and then when they discount it for 50%, not 15 but 50, so it's like you're paying like $2 to $3 for a freaking deal. It's a queue, you know. It's not a steal, but a queue. Yep, even if it's frozen in a way, when you microwave it, you eat it, for that worth, right? I think it's worth it though. Not only when you're not in the mood to cook or whatever, yeah, you don't really need to worry about, and it's also cheap in a way. Even sometimes when I just kind of like either I go simple, or in case you guys are wondering, AI mistaken me as a female. I had no idea how many times. I mean, like sometimes I just make fried chicken, oven spaghetti. Most of the time I think I making quite a lot of huge amount of food though. you're nowhere near to Japan, I don't think you need to worry about, oh, just because you have to go to Japan to have this kind of thing happen though. I mean, like, if you can buy some seasoning in your country, if it's even it's expensive, if you add in the right technique, the right cooking the right cooking method, you can come up with even delicious food. You just need to use the right cooking method. I'm pretty sure there is a lot of Japanese cooking chef. I know some people will say that, are you sure about that? There is actually a lot though. Like, you just type up cooking recipe, and there's quite a lot though. 5 simple easy meal. There's yuca in Tokyo. Oh, yuka-san is one of the one that I can recommend. Yuka-san. I have not seen yuka cooking for quite a long while. There's a lot though, and yeah, Chen also one of the way that I can one of the one that I can recommend. He's also got, like, he's freaking funny in a way, but most of his cooking you can use some of the method to learn to cook. But other than that, there's a lot of nice cooking recipe out in the internet to check it out. So you just need to understand how they cook using the tactic along the line, and then you should be fine along. So let me show you guys. I almost forgot. Yep. Basically, there is this person called Cham. The other one is basically Yuka-san. So as long as you type Japanese cooking recipe, there is a lot. So I don't think you need to worry. So for me, I watched Chen video back then, as well as Yuka-san, because Yuka-san is more on the household type, whereas Chen is most sometimes a little bit of the restaurant simple style type. So depending on which one you want to go for, you can check them out. They are one of the sites that I can recommend. Lawson 108 have franchise. You thought your place will have some too. I'm not sure. There is no Japanese store mostly in Singapore. There is quite a few places. I'm pretty sure Takashimaya and which place was it again? I'm pretty sure there was one more place. They do have I mean, like, well, technically there's Toki Toki or Tontikot. There's Tonkikot. So I mean, like, if I just go to those places, I can not worry about cooking. It's just that I can't cook at the moment because I have no toilet in my house at the moment. And when I say there's no toilet in the house, it means that it's my house is under renovation. There is no water in my house. I have to wait until Tuesday or Wednesday before I can start cooking along the line. Most of the food I show you is something that you've seen in anime like Food War. But then again, right, most of the food can be done easily on your own. It just takes a little bit of tactic and skill. But other than that, once you get used to it, you can. A lot of people can cook. Like majority of the Japanese people can cook. Just that because convenient wise, they just go to convenience store, or sometimes they just go to outside and eat along the line because although there are some people who can't cook, so it kind of like depends on the situation. But majority of people that I come across most Japanese people that I come across know how to cook in some way. Probably also at the same time because I was working in a restaurant, so quite a few restaurants in Japan. Some are high grade, some are traditional Japanese, and some are fast food. So I kind of like know how they cook along the line. I mean, like, fast food restaurant, I don't even need to highlight anything. They just take out the packet, put in the microwave, once it heat up, put into the bowl, serve. And then there is also the sit-down restaurant where we have to like prepare a lot of things, and once customer orders something, we are okay. Start frying stuff. Start preparing the burger. Start preparing the bun. Start preparing the drink. Start preparing this. Start preparing that. And there's so many things I prepare at one go. It's like, dude, there's so many things to work. And then there's the high grade restaurant. Oh my god, the high grade restaurant. I'm sure. I have to admit, I don't like working there because there's a float. So like, mostly in the afternoon we tend to be prepping. Like most of the sit-down restaurant as well. Is that once we start preparing, it's like we cut the ingredient into smaller pieces, like ready to be grabbed and toss it to cook. Or sometimes we have to like pre-cook the food in a way, and then kind of like cook it to a specific time, and then kind of like let it stay there. And once the cooking time start, like when people start ordering food, you have to start, okay, throw this in the oven, or okay, start preparing the batter to fry the fish, or fry this or fry that. It's like so many things you have to prepare at one freaking go. It's so tiring, and the flow never stops. And sometimes you have to time yourself with other people, because the entree or sometimes the main course, it's like everything have to go in order. You can't have one go in not in order or something out of nowhere. It's like that's one of the things that I always afraid. And when I was working at one that restaurant, which technically belonged to a hotel, it was insane. Never liked working there. Even though I was working as a temporary contract at the time, they asked me to sign whether do I want to be part of their family, and I was like, are they gonna sponsor me a visa, basically for me to stay in Japan? But they were like, no. And I was like, then we got no deal. You have no idea how many times you got cold fry. Often more than not, right? One way to know how long you have to fry your French fry or chip, right? You can just see the color on the outside. You can just see the but at the same time, beforehand, you have to make sure your oil is kind of like hot enough to cook. And what do we know about how hot is that basically, instead of dropping water into it, don't use water and see whether do it explode. It's not gonna end good. So the best way to check out is the oil good enough to boil, is that you just boil it, and once you throw just one tiny French fries in, if it start bubbling away, it means it's ready to be used. If it's not bubbling enough, it means it's still cold. And for French fries, depending on the thickness, if your French fry is slightly thinner, it takes around 4 to 6 minutes. If the French fry is very, very thick, I believe it's the Wiggle type or the Ridges, it will take up to 9 minutes, 7 to 9 minutes. So when you start cooking those kind of food, you have to be very careful how thick the fry is, the chip is, or however which country you are from, and you have to make sure that once you drop it in, it has to start bubbling away. If it's not bubbling away, it is not it's not hot enough to cook. So you may have to take it out, move it to one side to wait for the oil to boil enough, and then you throw it back in. And there's also something we call double fry. So if you fry your fry once, you take it out, leave it on the air for around a minute or so, place it back in. I can assure you, not only does it taste warm, it also crispier. How do I know this much about French fries? I worked in Hard Rock Cafe in Japan before. Yeah, I worked in Hard Rock Cafe in Japan before. I was taught how to cook French fries when I was part of when I was working there. I miss them I miss the boss a lot. The funny thing is, right, the one who taught me about French fry was my sous chef, and he taught me like a lot of things. Like when I was the fryer boy, so called, he taught me a lot of things to take note about, the temperature, the things to look out for, and the amount. If you're cooking like a lot of French fry in one go, you have to cook it even longer. And if you use a little bit of fries, which is the reason why sometimes we use less fry to cook at one go. I know it's gonna take longer to cook every fries, but overall, if you throw the whole damn fry in, the temperature of the oil will drop. It will take even longer to cook. The least of concern, because you do have it where the sanitation is horrible and you have rats and stuff in the back, employees dropping bun on the floor and picking them out and using them for customer. Alright. I believe because I was working in Japan at that time, so if we drop food on the floor, we are not allowed to pick it up. As well as that, we always have rat trap on the back. So often more than not, we try not to let the rat go near to any food. Especially like even funny thing is, right, a lot of food, right, are actually like unless they are being cooled down. When I say cool down, it's basically like when we cook the bechamel or the chili sauce along the line. Like when we cook all those things, when we cook and then we need to chew them and place them in the freezer, we will leave them in the open, but it's kind of like cover the lid and place them in the ice water to cool them immediately before, and once they chew, we off to the freezer. And most of the food that are not used are placed on the freezer, so we don't really left food on the outside for the rat to come out to eat along the line. So yeah, I can see why some people would be concerned on that. But if it's in Japan, so far many of the Japan restaurants that I work in are very not only health conscious, it's also most on the hygiene cautious. Even the old traditional Japanese restaurant that I work in, yes, there is cockroach in the at some of the storeroom, but none near the freezer area or the food area though. Like, even if there is, I'm pretty sure I recall there was one time there was a freaking cockroach on one of the dishes. Instead of serving it, we throw the dish away. We just recook the food. That's it. Because of hygiene issues. So I think if it's in Japan, I don't think anyone need to worry too much about Japan food hygiene, because majority of the restaurant that I work in, so far most of them are very cautious about food hygiene. So I think that should be the least of our concern, unless it's a very old torn down restaurant, then you have to be very, very careful. Because if those are the restaurants that I mean like there is actually one very old restaurant that I love to go. It's a very old izakaya, because the teriyaki and the karage is so damn delicious that I always go there to eat. They have freaking cockroach at times, because the plate is very, very old, it's very, very worn down. You can just see the wall is all plattered with oil splatter along the line, and yet I always went there to eat, and it's very delicious. And the amount of portion is like for 500 yen. They freaking give you a huge amount that is like, and the best part of all, the rice is free flow. So if you want to eat more rice, they will freaking serve you. And I always went there though. I'm not sure that place is still around or not though. That's the thing. But yeah, I can see why when you say that even in the cleanliness place there will be cockroach. I agree with that. It doesn't mean they won't exist. When there is food, there will be cockroach. It's just that when we cook or when we saw there is contamination, we will not serve that food. That is food safety. Yeah, I mean like food safety in Japan always tend to be very strict though. Because I'm pretty sure if the waiter give you the wrong order and they realize it's their fault, they will take your food away and serve you a new one. And what happened to the old food? They either throw it away or they will eat it themselves. And for me, I have lost count the number of times I ate free food in the freaking place I work at. I freaking remember there was even one time that someone ordered a freaking giant burger and they forgot to tell us that we should not add the cheese. Don't ask me why they don't want the cheese. They forgot to tell us they don't want the cheese. We take it back, we give them we recook again, we give them the burger with no cheese. And what happened to the burger with cheese? We split it within ourselves. So we cut the burger into 4 pieces, because there was 4 of them in the when we were cooking. Therefore, us, we cut it into 4 pieces. We share it. We just ate it. It's like, and the funny thing, I was like, chef, このバーグ そのハンバーガーは本当にうまいんですよね。I just said that the burger is very delicious. Why do people don't like cheese? I don't understand. Yeah, the thing is, right, Japan have a freaking funny culture which is called Montai 9, which means it's a waste. So when the dish was served back to us, we just kind of like, hey, you know what, we just eat it, because if we throw it away, it feels bad though. For some reason, if someone tells you to try the same thing, taking off your cheese or asking you to heat out your fry, then probably tend to get attitude. This is one of the reasons why I love Japan service a lot. I love Japanese service a lot. They are so professional. Like, the professionalism in Japan is so damn good, which is the reason why I sometimes don't understand why people hate on Japan. I mean, like, if you hate on Japan for what happened in the past, like say World War II, like, dude, that's like 80 years back then. Why are people still mad about them? But other than that, I mean, like, Japan have a lot of nice people, a lot of things that we all should follow and learn from. Yeah, I mean, like, even for the Assassin's Creed, like, this, like, when I earlier say, like, people are hating on ASEAN or using a black people to kill the Japanese people along the line, it's like, what do they have against the Japanese though? Is it because the Japanese people come out with better games? Is that the reason why? Is that the reason why they want to create a Japanese card game, that a game that is based on Japan, where they add like they can kill all the Japanese along the line? Is that what they were thinking? Like, that's the theory. Take away a few pins or so, show the side at the screen if you need to. But it's kind of weird that why would people hate on Japanese though? I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, maybe some people actually being hating Japanese for Japanese coming out with the best game ever. Who knows? But then again, there are some games that got tamed by Sweet Baby Inc. So also not a good sign in a way though. Some of the Twitter fault. The only thing I would say about Twitter is, right, I use Twitter, don't get me wrong. It's just that a lot of the Twitter people making noise that is so irregular, so abnormal, so doesn't make sense, and yet they are making as if they are being in the right. And often more than not, I've seen a lot of people on Twitter just making the, like, taking L after L after L, and they can't even make a proper sense of on a lot of stuff, and they think that they are making sense. And when I look at the whole situation, they will be like, I can't even enjoy looking at Twitter at times. It's like sometimes, I mean, I show people to say that, hey, I just need to go to the setting and adjust the what I don't want to see, or I can just block these people. And yet, you won't even be aware is that when people start talking about it, the trend for you will start showing those kind of things. It's like, can I get a day of rest? And the only day of rest I can get away from that kind of thing on Twitter is don't use Twitter. Welcome back, Nero-san. What do you steal from the fridge? They don't make good argument. If you challenge them on their ideal and what's not, if they can't repeal it, they end up backtracking and freeing the scene. They will delete account and all of that. The funny thing is, right, there's even cases where people just attack others without realizing that they are not supposed to be fighting each other. Like, it's weird. Like, there are times when, like, the funny thing is, like, let's say the black samurai in Assassin's Creed. The black community shouldn't be fighting with the gamers. The gamers shouldn't be fighting with the community. They should be off. They're addressing the issue about Ubisoft. But I've seen people fighting out of nowhere each other. And now out of nowhere they say that the black samurai is Tron. I was like, what? I was like, so they are saying that Yasuke is gay? They actually reported it, that even IGN reported it, and they say that Yasuke is gay. So in a way they are trying to cater to the LGBTQ. And I was like, dude, what are they trying to do? And that was when I saw a lot of black community people start backpedaling, making every well-known character gay. Dude, it happened already with Yasuke, you know. In Assassin's Creed Yasuke, they did it. They freaking did it. That's why a lot of black community backpedal on it. They realized that Ubisoft and Sweet Baby Inc. was adding their own propaganda to the game. Which is the reason why a lot of this is one of the reasons why Japanese was now vocal about Assassin's Creed in a way. You're trying to finish Yaku and your history teacher is gonna be pissed off at this point. I mean, like, there's a lot of things we tend to be pissed off. The only best way is, I mean, like sanity-san, we don't need to care about them. The one important thing I always tell people, we can talk about it, we can discuss about it. It's all just a speculative talk, it's just a random chat. But at the end of the day, we still all must move on. We shouldn't let what Sweet Baby Inc. or Ubisoft did that piss us off, and then we don't move on with our life. If they don't want us to play the game, if they don't want us to buy the game, we don't buy, we don't play. Easy. If they start losing money, that's on them, not on us. Because they are trying to stop us from buying the game. In the end, we move on, we live our life, we don't let negative affect our life. That's the most important part. Yep, it's very hard because I don't want to stop anyone to buy the game, because if there are some people who want to buy the game and enjoy it, they can do it. I'm not stopping them. But if they make noise and complain about the game they buy, that's on them. Because I mean, like, look at Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad that was tamed by Sweet Baby Inc. in the end made Warner Brothers lose $200 million. So if that is enough to let them realize it, I mean, like, even Rocksteady have to. I'm pretty sure that Rocksteady was kind of got the most blunt hit in a way. So I think that should be like, I feel like for Sweet Baby Inc., right? For Assassin's Creed and Ubisoft versus the Suicide Squad, which is Sweet Baby Inc. and which company was it again? Rocksteady. If Rocksteady situation is not enough to wake up Ubisoft, and Ubisoft face the same issue as Rocksteady, hey, like what you say, we can don't like it with our wallet. And the thing is, right, when it does happen and a lot of gamers don't buy the game and they start losing money, they complain about it, that's on them. They can't stop us. We don't like the game, we don't buy the game, that's all. They can't stop us because we didn't stop them. Why should we stop? Why should they stop us? That's the most simple thing. So to me, I'm not gonna buy Assassin's Creed. Even if people buy it for me, I won't play it because it's a racist game in a way. Because the most simple way is that, I know some people will say it's just a fiction game, but the thing is, right, they are trying to say that it's historically accurate. So if they say historically accurate, which means that they are basing it on real life, which means that yes, black people is going around killing black Asian people. Yeah, definitely a racist game in a way based on their definition. So to me, the only way I'm pretty sure is to let a lot of, I'm sure that a lot of gamers have to understand, we should not attack anyone from buying the game, But at the same time, we also should also highlight that if we don't like the game, we don't buy the game, we don't play the game, the company cannot complain. If they lose a lot of money, that's on them because they started it. I've been saying this a lot of time, and I will say it again. What defines a game is not because it was created by a game company. It's not because it's developed by the game developer. It's not because it's come up with the concept by the producer or the director. It's also the gamers who play the game. If a lot of people don't like the game and they don't play the game, that's not a game. That's just a product created by a company. That's it only. That's how. And I don't understand why a lot of game companies don't see that point. It's such a simple concept. And if they say that, oh, I'm not a game creator, freaking hell, I study game development, creation, programming back when I was in college. I know how game work. I know how tough a lot of development have, a lot of things work. But if coming out with a weirder concept and weirder story is enough to turn people off, yeah, I think they are not even doing the right thing. I mean, like, sure, some of them will definitely say that a lot of gamers just press the skip button, they don't care about the story. Dude, gamers skipping the story, it's not like majority of the gamers. There are like a lot of other gamers who read the damn story, who enjoy the cutscene. And coming out with the best story out there doesn't mean that everyone needs to read the story. If there is people who want to enjoy the story, there are gamers who do that. And yeah, I've seen a lot of games getting the story getting weirder and weirder just because Sweet Baby Inc. got their hand on it. Dude, even when I created the thumbnail for today, the Sweet Baby Inc., like a baby licking a candy with a fork tail licking out, yeah. Definitely they don't even understand what is a proper story writing in a way at this point of time though. Overwatch is a good example. The claim is crap, and yet you got the same people complaining about the skin and modelization. The funny thing is, right, those who complain, it's like the minority of the people though. From what I can see, it's like people who complain, I mean, like, sure, we can talk about it, sure, we can have fun about it, but the thing is, right, when you look at the number, like, let's say for example, you receive, okay, let's say it this way, there is like 1 million gamers out there playing the game. 1 million, let's say 1 million, okay? 1 million people playing the game. And there is like 100 people complaining about the game. But when you ask the other people, like 99.9999% of the gamers, do they have an issue with that specific point of the game? And they say no. And the only having the issue is that 100 people. Who will the company listen? For some reason, they listen to that 100 people. Oh, Diablo? Diablo is just a money sucker company. That is a money sucking game at this point already though. Issue with the internet. Alright, the funny thing is, right, and I will find it very interesting. I think we have to agree is that the minority made the loudest noise, but the majority people are being ignored. I still think it's all true to some extent though. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I have a few trans friends, I have a few black people as friends. I seen a lot of them are being true about this whole ordeal. And they're just saying that those that made the louder noise don't even represent them in the first place. It's just that they try to use it as their they are trying to represent everyone, when every other people from their community is like, heck you, we don't even freaking care. It's just weird. Which is the reason why sometimes when I say that Twitter always loves to make noise, is that it's weird that a lot of people make noise and don't even understand what is wrong with the whole main issue though. Most people that complaining don't even play the game. Exactly. The funny thing is, right, and when game company ask them to buy the game, they'll be like, I don't play game, why would I buy the game? I'm just making noise. I actually highlight that as my point in today's random chat. I can't find that Twitter image where I can't find that tweet. It was so funny because the game company was trying to cater to all the gamers, and then when they out of nowhere one person complained and then they changed the whole damn thing, and then all the gamers just leave because if they don't like it, they don't buy the game or they don't play the game that easy. And when the game company asked the person who made the noise, will you buy the game? The person said, no, I don't play games. So I just don't understand what is in the mind of those game companies when they should be catering to the actual targeted audience instead of trying to catch everyone, and not realizing that at the end of the day, when they try to give the balance to everyone, they end up catching none. It's like, what the hell? This is one of the reasons why, right? I feel like a lot of game companies have failed to do the most important research, and that is called market research. I even don't understand why do they use the term modern audience. I never heard of such thing called modern audience. Like, is the audience all ancient? And there is a new race of people called the modern people. So I guess I'm an ancient cat. Most of them use a buzzword that they don't understand, and when you call them out, they make it like it made them silly. The funny thing is, right, I only just recently learned that in somewhere they say that U-turn is very bad against LGBTQ, and I was like, I wasn't aware that U-turn sign is very bad against the LGBTQ. I was like, I actually asked one of my friends from LGBTQ in America, and he said that that's the most ridiculous news he ever heard. And I was like, it happened in America. He shut out and he was like, what the heck? What does it mean? Is it because it was we were actually buffer, and he actually realized it, and he actually told me that, oh, you can't be straight. And I was like, you serious? I was like, you serious? He actually told me it's just a road sign. Why would people find offense in a road sign? I was like, what the heck? I think the question is, who is running a company like this? Listening to those people is a good idea. Oh, they do research, alright. But have you seen the YouTube video of some guy giving some in-depth discussion on how they got people to hook on loot balls? No, the thing is, right, they do research, and if when they say that do the research and they use Sweet Baby Ink as the research, yeah, definitely gonna be an end game for them. Not because the game is gonna end, but basically the company will say sayonara, bye bye. It's gonna be bankrupt one day. It's not the whole group Black Lives BLT. Like, those people think they all should be represented in game. That is not possible. The thing is, right, let's say for example, right? Ancient Chinese where obviously when we're talking about game, it's supposed to be all Chinese. Imagine if Sweet Baby Ing is part of it. Oh, this person is gay. Oh, that lady is lesbian. Oh, we should add a black people in there. Where did the Indian come from? Oh no, it's not Indian. Oh, you mean from Africa? Wait, you telling me that Africa was able to enter China back then? Wow! I didn't know there was such a thing! Yeah, basically if that happened, that would be my thought though. It's insane that a lot of people always thinking that Sweet Baby Ing is... They are thinking for the everyone idea when they don't even represent like even 1% of the gamers community in the first place. I mean, like a lot of things I will go or check out or whatever. It's like, why are they even making noise in the first place? It's like, I don't see the point, and they make it as if it's a huge point when it's like a freaking tribal thing in the first damn place. They always go with like everyone is gay or lesbian, and then they say, oh, this is the first gay in character in the game or media when it's done for a million times. It reminds me of a character in Street Fighter. Yes, it happened in Street Fighter. Do you guys know Poison? Did any one of you know about Poison in Street Fighter? Do you know the backstory of her? They make so much noise and they don't even care about any of this. You don't know the backstory because last time you played was one of Super Nintendo. Alright, I'm gonna show you guys this thing. The reason why Poison is considered new half or a she-male, which means a female with a human pipe with a male piper part. There is a backstory why she was done that. You saw a video about it. Okay, for everyone who is not aware, right? I will just read this thing out. The reason why Capcom created Poison as a female character with a human, with a guy PP, was that because they were fearful of overseas lawsuit against the game where female enemy get beaten up, so they decided to, in order to avoid the lawsuit, they changed the female from normal gender to be transgender. And that was the very first actual transgender game character in the history of game industry history. The reason why I use her as unsupported because she really was the first transgender. And a lot of people is not aware that Poison, like just in case, just to showcase who is not aware. Cause today, a lot of people debating on she is a female or male now. She is basically okay. She is not a female. She is not a male. She is new half. the reason why people debating her being a female or male is that they freaking they say that she is a female body with a male PP. Because they were afraid of the propaganda in the Western side in the first place. It's proof that long ago people were afraid of it. And you know what's the best part of all? Her birthday was America. Come on, I really knew about how the propaganda back then. Like, dude, a female character with a male PP from America. I'm not even joking right now. You could entirely dedicate this entire stream to this one topic and not run out of things to say. Dude, the number of time when I talk about one topic is like one of the reasons why I try not to make my random chat too long in the video is that when I come up with topic, it's like so much thing to add on and people just say I'm yapping. So lately I've been kind of like set a lot of points to shortcut of summarize in a way and kind of give them a lot along the line. And when I do that, I still yap a little bit. I still have to yap a little bit and add a few points. But at the end of the day, the night chat is for the purpose of reviewing a lot of cases and highlight things that I have not said in the random chat and highlight more on my live stream. So yeah, this is some of the time when I do night chat, it's like just to chit chat about this kind of thing. It's like anyone need to know, yes, it is happened. The concept was that fearful of overseas lawsuit against the game for having female enemy being a beat up. Like they claim that you should not beat out woman. Oh, she is not woman. Why? She's a woman with a dick. Oh, okay. So when that happened, they say the game get a kill, and indirectly they come up with the female character that is having a male piper part. And when that happened, not only does she represent America because her birthday was from America, but of all, she's on LGBTQ in a way. It's so damn stupid. So even if people is debating that is she a male or a female, she's not male, she's not female, she's LGBTQ. So she's a she-male. Or in some people say, new half is a thing, apparently. So yeah, if anyone say about the first, like, the reason why I talk about Poison is that anyone say that the first gay or first whatsoever or just transgender in the game, no, the first one in game history, Poison, she's the one. It is, but you have to admit those games that had those drum out those controversy do work when it get people talking about it. Wasn't there a similar thing with Guilty Gear in the Numb outfit? Are you referring to? Yeah, I know about the character. Yes, I found him. I believe you're referring to this. But I think you're referring to this, right? still now, it's kind of weird that they kind of established her as female. I still recall that she was a male. Alright. I recall this also. It was stated that it was a trap, indicating that she was a boy. It was stated that she was a boy who's caught dressing as a girl. And then midway down the story, in order to make it better, they realized that she was a female. So the whole time story is just like, what the heck? Yeah, I know about that, but it was later established that she's a female at this point. So I still find it funny that they kind of say that, oh, she was a trap, and then no, there was a twin brother who was dressing as her along the line. So yeah. Hey, dude, they even try to use an unnamed twin brother at this point, which is the reason why they say that maybe the meal, when they see the meal, right, maybe that was the twin brother. So it's like, who is that? Who the hell is she? Are we talking about the sister, or is it the twin brother? It's like, we don't even know what happened at this point. Yeah, that's the thing. It started that she was a trap. A trap basically means that a female looking boy, a feminist looking boy. So that was one of the things. And later on, I recall about the, like, I definitely recall later on they kind of like say, oh no, she was not a boy, it was a girl. And I was like, what? So is it a trap, or is it a reverse trap, or is it not a trap in the first place? Like, it was so damn funny. It's like, it's so confusing that I still recall, if anyone want to say like, what did Sanity say is it true or not? Yes, I played Guilty Gear back then. I know about it. It was so damn funny, and yet the only thing I would just say is that I don't even know, like they say that, oh, it was the one that appeared, maybe it was the twin brother, or maybe it was just her, or is it that was the twin brother hiding inside her? It's like, we don't even know anymore. It's so damn confusing. If that is true, you put a smile on your face. Yeah, I mean, like, the story is so messed up. When I was playing that game, I was like, I kind of like, for a person like me who love lore a lot, I talk about Genshin lore, I talk about Honkai Star Rail lore, I talk about a lot of game lore along the line, and I have to blame MadPat for making me to like into overthinking about lore along the line. But no offense, I still like MadPat. But the thing is, right, when I was looking into her lore, it was like, was it the twin brother that we first met, or was she the one who first met, or was she a female who think that she is a male but end out that she was a female? Like, it's so damn weird that I was like, what the heck? It was like, what the heck? And I just kind of like stopped caring after that. So if you want to know, in case anyone want to know, the name is just check out Brigade Guilty Gear. You have to make sure you have to type Guilty Gear. And once you check it out, the story just kind of like, what the heck anymore? I would say that it's kind of interesting to talk about and trying to figure out which one he or she is. Well, based on information, they kind of like establish she is a female, so I will just take it as it is. But at the same time, it's really, really hard. But I mean, like, there will be some people say, no, she is a boy. Who knows? I mean, like, there is already freaking poison already that people don't even care anymore. And there is Yabai version of it. I still remember, like, in Japanese they call it futanari. which basically mean two, and basically it means that female with male PP, and it is a thing though. So if you guys go and search it out, like a lot of hentai art, female character with a male PP, like why does it exist? Dude, it's all because of Poison. Poison brought that culture to the hentai world. It's to the whole damn world. And if people try to fight with me that, oh, they come up with the first lesbian or gay or LGBT character, dude, no. Capcom come up with it first. That is Poison. It was so many. How she was created in 1989. Unless you can tell me there is earlier game than that, then who knows? You're not searching that out. I don't recommend it. Please don't. But if you're curious, and I always say curiosity killed the cat. Better not. You have to understand one thing. There is a reason why I became a demon cat. 9 life is not enough for me. I need 9 billion life at this point of time. I researched on so many things, like even Poison. Why do I know about it? I was so curious about her story. Why is she a female-looking character and yet she is not considered as female? I searched it out. I learned the story. I regretted it. It killed me. Yeah, 1989. Very, very long ago. And the funny thing is, right, she was supposed to represent America. So at that time I was like, wow, why is no LGBTQ members using her? Like, she's representing all the LGBTQ from America. Why is people not using her in the game? Like, why would people bash the game? That's a good question. Yeah, it's kind of weird though. Like, there's so many these sort of things that people never really sit down and think. And I always kind of like wondering, like, there's just so many of this happening, and yet people don't even highlight this kind of thing though. You don't even think of why they didn't at this point, but I guess she's so forgotten that they don't care. I think that someone should bring this case to those top VTuber who talking about this kind of thing. I'm just a small VTuber, so my word doesn't hold anything. The funny thing is, right, a lot of my points always tend to be on the right track or hold a very good question or strong point. But I'm just a small VTuber, so I don't think my word holds too much strength to tell people that, hey, there's this thing, there's that thing, or whatever thing. And at the end of the day, I can't even say that. Even like when I was asking, like, why is not LGBTQ people who is making noise not pointing this out? Like, I don't see what their point is trying to prove. It's weird. But at the end of the day, I mean, like, I always say this in a way, it's just a random chat. If people listen and they highlight it, that's a good thing. But if people don't care about it, then there's nothing I can do about it. It will just be lost in history, in the YouTube history along the line, where I'm talking about this with some of you guys, and will other people learn about this and ask the question. That's very hard to know. It's very, very hard to know. I mean, like, one of the reasons why sometimes when I do search out on things is like, there's just so many interesting points to highlight, and it's really, really hard to know who is right or who is wrong along the line. I prefer to just enjoy and do whatever I want, because I mean, like, even when I saying that when there are people who is attacking me for not, who is trying to enjoy, like, I won't blow out big. Yeah, I guess that my voice is not strong enough to say anything yet. Well, when it comes to game, it's all about what the fan actually want. If you aren't giving the fan what they're asking, then you are going to lose them. Yes, I will agree on that. I mean, like, often more than not, right? Like let's say fan service or good looking character or even giving free skin or whatsoever along the line. Often more than not, a lot of gamers play the game for it. And the funny thing is, right, when people say that, oh, it just only catered for guys, the sexy looking girl character is only for guys. Guys only look at that, dude. When you look at the number of female characters who always like that kind of girls, and the funny thing is, right, some gamers, female gamers, love the character so much that they even cosplay as the girl. Like, dude, there are cosplayers, female cosplayers, who are also gamers, and they love the female character because the character looks so cute or looks so nice. It doesn't mean that if the game female character looks so sexy, it's only catered for guys. There are female who like it. They like the female because when they cosplay as the female, they got a reason to cosplay as someone they like, and not only for that, it will also cater them a lot of viewers or like for people for when they showcase their own costume. So when they cosplay, it's a win-win situation. People can go and check them out, and they get more view. The game get more gameplay, and it's just like, why would people say that? Oh, fan service is only for the guys only. Yeah, I think they are not doing enough research, or they are just thinking that, oh, we know us the model audience. Yeah, I'm sure they know. The only thing they seem to know is that their mind is probably grow from their butt, and they don't do a proper research because they think that whatever they think is correct, and they are just in their mind they are just full of crap. It's just bad. It's downright bad in so many different ways. But at the end of the day, we can't even like think like, what the hell are they even thinking at this point of time though? It's just like, what the heck? I mean, like earlier I just say what I think about them, and I'm pretty sure there was also some issue that happened on, let me do a check. Star Wars. Yeah, you know the funny thing is, right, when I almost forgot about Star Wars. Game not meant for gamers either. It's really meant for the insert political. Yeah, the funny thing is, right, a lot of people just think that they can add whatever they want to the game when they don't even understand that when you add something like a propaganda or political, so-called politically right, or how a female should actually look like, yeah, I guess they never been to the beach. Like seriously, I feel like a lot of people say that, oh, no, the girl doesn't look like this, or the girl body doesn't look like that. Yeah, try going to the beach and tell me that. They must be stuck in their own room, looking at the mirror, the reflection of them, and the reflection is what they think, oh, that's how everyone should look like when they never been to the beach. You guys have never been to the beach. You hope someone watching this stream right now will still see that. Yeah, maybe you can just clip the moment of me saying that and then send that on show that on Twitter, and then see, and then highlight to some of the people and just tell them that if that got blown out, I'll be laughing. If that actually got blown out, I'll be laughing non-stop though. And the message of the clip will be like, my message to every members in the game developer or Sweet Baby Inc. And you remind me to, but do you remember that the whole thing with Pokemon Go where they have that thing with turning the character super ugly? Which is the reason why I stopped playing Monster Hunter now as well. I stopped playing Pokemon Go years back. Okay, I will admit that I used to play Pokemon Go when I was in Japan because the number of people playing in Japan for Pokemon Go is almost on a daily basis. I just go out, I see people playing. I make a few friends through Pokemon Go. I wouldn't deny that. But after the pandemic, we couldn't go out, so after that I stopped playing because like I can't go out. So during the pandemic, when it happened, I couldn't go out to play Pokemon Go. We have to stay at home. So when that happened, I kind of like stopped playing it. But the amount of people I still recall playing Pokemon Go was insane. And sometimes when they open up they kind of like not really shut down, but only for Japanese people. The number of people who go out still play Pokemon Go is still in a lot. It's like I can just go to one corner and can see a group of people, JK, or basically high school girls or salarymen, just touching their phone, do the hand motion of I'm gonna catch this Pokemon. Oh, I'm gonna catch that Pokemon. Oh, we are going to fight. Okay, let's. Like I see it as like almost a lot of places that I was like insane. I was like, it was almost insane. Yeah, the funny thing is, right, in any other country, it's almost no one touching it, but in Japan, they still freaking touching it. And after the only thing is that why I stopped touching it is that during the pandemic, there was like a limit to how much I can catch a Pokemon. I don't want to pay money to open up more storage or catch new Pokemon along the line. So I kind of like, you know what, it's a good time to stop. I quit. And I was so glad. That I quit. Because there's a lot of other games that I get to enjoy. Genshin, for example. Extraordinary One, another mobile game I used to play. So when I stopped playing Pokemon Go, I was so glad that at least even till now I don't regret going back, because when you have the let's make your character super ugly, yeah, definitely not going back. And what's more, the reason why I stopped playing Monster Hunter now is that it's also created by the same company for Pokemon Go. So I was like, sorry, I have to make a statement. You do something bad to Pokemon Go, who know what they will do it to Monster Hunter. So if they can do it to Pokemon Go, there is a high possibility that there is by the same company they will do the same thing to Monster Hunter now. And when that happens, there's no point for me to play the game, because I'm not gonna spend all my time playing the Monster Hunter, even though I'm a huge Monster Hunter fan. And if they're gonna make it even worse just because they made the avatar look ugly, yeah, I play the game because I want my character to look nice. I want to have fun. But if they're gonna spoil the game, hell, even if I will stop even considering getting Monster Hunter World if they're gonna make it even more worse. Even though the gameplay look promising, if they're gonna add in like DEI to the game, I'll be like, yeah, I will be making notes about that. So the only thing I would just hope they don't do it. But considering it's by the same company, it won't be long that it might happen. I hope that it won't happen, but if it does happen, I think my point of not playing the game will be proven correctly. It really does. Scott Gaming had lost a lot of art composure that make it so good. Just the raw focus on the money that ruin things. It kind of remind me about the greedy CEO. I can't recall his name. I covered about his story before. I can't recall his name though. Like when like the most greedy CEO, I believe that he was a former Square Enix boss, and then he became another CEO. I can't recall his name. For some reason, I can't recall his name. I covered his situation. I started his story before. I can't recall. And I think a lot of game company is thinking about money without realizing that they can make more money if they make a very good game that doesn't even add in like confusing story or bad looking art. And people play the game because of the art, because of the story, and the gameplay as well. So if Bobby Kotick, was it? Let me do a check on my end. I'm pretty sure I covered. This was one of my earliest cover case though. I recall this was one of my earliest cover case. I can't recall the name, that's the thing. Let me do a check on my end. It's really one of the oldest video that I upload. Videos. It's a very long case though. Let me see the number of the number of the random chat, because right now today I uploaded was the 266. 166. It's almost like going to be almost like 100 more days. 100 more. 100 more days. Like 2-3 months more for the anniversary of random chat in a way. Let me see. I recall it being a thing that I cover. It's a very long case though. A very long case that I cover. I can't recall when. It's a very long case. Random chat 7. So random chat 7. If I chat about it like 8 months ago, random chat 7. Yeah, right now I already covered all the way to 266. That's a very long case though. Let me see whether I can show you guys. Right here, in one corner, the money bag thing. Yeah, random chat 7. Unity. It was Unity. So I still recall this I recall the story of it, but I can't recall the name of the person. It's like when I hate the person, I move on. I don't remember the name. So, but I can recall I covered this case, but I can't recall the name. That's how much I move on. That's really proof how much I move on. This is one of the reasons why I want you guys like we can talk about all this, we can think about all this, but at the end of the day, we move on. That's the best part of our life. Because if I don't remember the name, this guy. Let me see whether I can. Let me see whether I can search it up. Unity John. This person, former CEO of Unity Technology, John Richie, I had no idea how to pronounce that name. Must be because his name is also too hard for me to pronounce, so I kind of like forget who is this person. So yeah, he's the most greedy person, and yeah, for Unity Technology he won, and yeah, he was. Oh, it was EA. I thought it was Square Enix. I thought it was Square Enix, so it was EA. Alright, I recall the story now, was that he tried to add microtransaction in games, and he come up with the weirdest metaphors, which is basically that we'll add in transition to every part of the game, including that if a gamers need to unload a gun or reload a gun, they must pay money, real life money, to reload the gun. A game, not real life gun, but a gun in the game. Like, what logic is that? So and then for Unity Technology, I believe it was the game software. and the 3D modeling software, they try to charge all the game company for using them, even though people are already paying them. So in a way, if anyone know about Adobe right now, I think like Unity had done it before, and now Adobe is doing the same thing. Like Adobe is trying to do this. I'm pretty sure Adobe is trying to suck up every single money of everyone, as well as that we're gonna just use the everyone artwork. Not only are we gonna modelize it, is your artwork going to be considered yabai or not? But we are going to say that we may fit your artwork to our AI. Good. And then they backtrack, realizing that they got themselves in trouble. They're trying to nickel and dim you to mess. I feel like a lot of game company or even like tech company, not TAS but TECH, technology company, like they trying to squeeze out every single money out of everyone, and it's like so crazy. Like even like Adobe is like being used by a lot of company, including gaming company, and now they are trying to squeeze out of the gaming company, and the gaming company want to squeeze out of the gamers. Dude, if they want to squeeze out money, squeeze each other out. Don't squeeze us. We consumer are just, we don't buy their product. If they lose the money, that's their name, not on ash. But at the end of the day, right, they just want to like have a lot of money in their pocket and not even give a single money to the employees who is doing all the hard work. A lot. I mean, like I always say that I agree if the money, if the game price rise and the money is to be given to the employees for their hard work in the game, I can understand. But if at the end of the day all the money is gonna go in the freaking pocket of all the CEO or the higher up, ain't no way I'm gonna do that. Ain't no way I'm gonna buy the game at all. They don't deserve a single deal from me. They don't even deserve a support from me. That's the thing I would say. Because at the end of the day, I'm paying so much to let them live a luxury life. I'm gonna buy the game when I feel like it, when I think that it's deserving of support, and when I want to buy it. Many cause of the loot box that started a lot of this, but you have it. You have it now where they are thinking about putting in games at, CEO are making disgusting amount of money and I'm paying the employee nothing much. As for whatever reason, you hear that those guys, when the game will get finished, they will get massive layoff soon after. And it's true. It's true. They lay off them so that they don't need to pay them. They lay them off in order to not pay them. That's the sad thing. And then when they hire bad talents or bad people into the company for slightly cheaper, which is the reason why a lot of games always end up from bad to worse. Because they fire all the good people that made the game the game. Instead of crediting them, instead of paying them, instead of acknowledging them, they keep that up. The money go to them, the pocket of the CEO. I would say it's a very sickening and a disgusting manner, but greed is the most harmful sin in the gaming industry at this moment. It's not pride, it's not wrath, it's not any other. At the moment, when it comes to game company, the CEO, they all hold the sin of greed. But what can we do? This is one of the reasons why greed is one of the 7 sins in the. I'm pretty sure it's like in most religions. Greed sometimes can blind a person so badly that they don't even understand, and most people tend not to be the suffering though. Like a lot of people tend to suffer due to greed, and at this point I think it's a very fair share for me to say that it's a very good example to showcase that game company always come up with the weirdest way, and when you look at the whole damn thing, they are just all greedy though. Most people just don't care aside from niche situation like the NTF. Okay, I would just say for NTF, right, I still don't find the point of NTF. I mean, like, sure, if there are some people who earn a lot of money from NTF, good for them. But for other people who make a loss from NTF, that's on them in a way. Because NTF it's just basically trying to scam people thinking that everything is a good thing, but not that everything is just worthless. It's the same thing like artists, right? When they first draw a thing, it doesn't mean anything. But when they became popular or when they became famous, that piece of paper worth something. Because it was the first art they draw. So it's kind of weird, like how inflation work in a way for artwork or the worth of art. Like it works, like sometimes it's like I guess they're saying like a man trash is another man treasure, I guess. There's no point on it. It's just a scam where you would have people trade NTF back and forth to each other, inflating other price, and make videos showing how much they were making to get people interested. And all while going on, there was so many scams going with company getting tricked and hacked out of them. I mean, like, isn't that the same case for many cryptocurrency? I mean, like, the reason, well, okay, this is one of the reasons why I hardly cover NTF and cryptocurrency scam on my random chat or on my video. I will say it one simple way. I know a lot of the situation. I have watched CoffeeZilla, I watched a lot of other videos that indicating about that, and I know how stupid all those scams are and people falling for it, but I also can't understand why they fall for it. It's very easy. When you have the moment to make easy money, obviously you want to have easy money, you want to make big bucks, and often more than not, when you look at their situation, it can be due to that they want the money, they need the money, they want to have a better life for their family or their loved one. So when you think of that, there will be people who say, hey, you know what, if I got the money, why not I make it even bigger? And when that happens, they use the money for that purpose and they fall for it. It's like, in a way, they should have done proper research. But on the other hand, when they are not aware that it's just a proxy scheme, a proxy scam, or whatever you want to call it, it's just a fraud in the first place. At the end of the day, is that when they lost the money, in the way they have to hope, they didn't understand. They just freaking trick you, and we can't even. It's one of the reasons why, like, in the way, what they are thinking is that they are just basically giving money to those higher up, not understanding that the money is not coming back. It will never come back. Which is the reason why when people like, I'm pretty sure like Logan Paul got hated by everyone because of the zoo whatsoever cryptos along the line, and even till now he said that he promised that he'll pay everyone back. What happened? He freaking worked in WWE. He even talked to a lot of people. He's having fun. Is he gonna give back the money to everyone? I don't think so. Because in a sense, he can just basically say that he got tricked, he was scammed as well, or even if the money is in his pocket, he will just say that, oh, it was given to me. Yeah, at the end of the day, people are just not going to be aware that the whole situation is that when it comes to investment, in what they say, especially when it comes to many cryptocurrency and NTF, many of them are a scam. Like, I have to say many, because like I'm pretty sure the reason why a lot of people was hoping for a huge money payout was that Bitcoin was the reason why a lot of people saying that why people want easy money, because Bitcoin really worth a lot in a sense. So when that happened, obviously people want the Bitcoin version 2 or Bitcoin number 2 along the line, and obviously people fall for it because they want easy money without realizing that they have fallen for a scam. It's just that when something good happens, there will be people misusing it to kind of misrepresent to people, thinking that hey, there is a version 2 when there is no such thing as a version 2. And when people start realizing that they've been scammed, they have been tricked, the money is not coming back. If a lot of cases when it comes to proxy scheme or fraud or scam, most of the money doesn't come back. The only way it will come back is only when they got caught. But even if they do got caught, they are really, like, most of them are living a luxury life, or maybe they spend all their money. The money is gone. We can never see the money back. So when it comes to cryptocurrency or NTF, my advice to many people is don't think about buying it. There's no such thing as easy money. I'm sure a lot of people will say that, hey, but they want easy money. Yeah, if that is the case, check out on actual stock market investment if they really want to earn a little bit of investor. Because cryptocurrency, if they come up with the highest payout rate, it's likely a scam. Like it is likely a scam. I mean, like, CoffeeZilla say this a lot of time. If they say that they're gonna pay you like 100 times back, yeah, you're gonna let your greed blind you and you're gonna lose all your money. So it's bad, but one of the reasons why I mean, I have already had one of my friends who lost his money to I think it was Terra. I think it was Terra coin, right? I remember he told me that he lost a lot, like hundred of thousand on Terra. I think it was like Terra coin. I can't recall that point though. Or at least if there are definitely cases where people invested a lot of money, and now that those games, these hours had all gone essentially with their money down the drain, there's nothing they can do, or at least they can going to get to this stuff, do some research. It's right. Basically, if it's too good to be true, then it's likely is. Yeah, it is likely a scam. One of the reasons why I do respect CoffeeZilla on many of his videos is that when it comes to investment, actual investment that I learned about, yes, I learned about accounting as well. Don't ask me why I learned so many things when I was young. I was forced to learn accounting by my mom. So when it comes to accounting, especially when it comes to investment, accounting and investment come kind of like hand in hand in some ways, because it's finance. Often more than not, if you want to do investment, you want to earn some money, you have to understand that investment, sometimes you earn some, you lose some, and you don't put all your egg in one basket. So you have to be very careful about which company you're investing, which company you want to go for. Is the company safe to, will it stay long? If the company seems like on the fall along the line, you have to understand how much you're going to invest in that company. And when that actually happens, you have to also understand the amount of money that you may lose as well. So for example, let's say you have 100, oh no, 100 too less. Let's say you have 1,000 spare money to be used as investment. If you invest let's say for example, if I'm going to invest $1,000 in VTuber company, let's say Cover, which is Hololive Holostar. If I spend $1,000 on Hololive Holostar, if they grow, if they start earning, if people start investing in the company, the value of the stock grow. My 1,000 value will increase, maybe sometimes, let's say 10% I will earn around 1,100. So if I sell, I earn $100. That's basically my earning. That $100 is my earning. But if the stock fall by 10%, so it became from so I lost $100. When I sell, I make a loss of $100. There is a loss. So that is how stock market works. You either earn or you lose. The $1,000 that you invest, if the company grow a lot, that $1,000 sometimes can grow many timefold. It can grow to 2,000, 3,000, who knows. But if the company fall, that $1,000 you can just say, you can kiss it goodbye. You can never see the money because the value of the company became zero. You're not gonna see the money. So often more than not, when it comes to investment, you do not want to lay too many of the money into any of the company because we won't know will the company stay up or will it stay down. So if you play safe, if you got spare money, you split the amount of money onto different company, earn a little bit from each company. Is way better than losing all of them in one go. That's why you have to be very careful when it comes to investment. If a lot of people just want easy money at one go, they think, oh, I can just buy and then sell it immediately. Yeah, when you realize that the rich people are doing that on cryptocurrency, definitely gonna say goodbye to the old money. So, it's the reason why when it comes to cryptocurrency or crypto investment, I never believe it. I noticed that it was just a scam in the first damn place. It's just that people keep falling again and again and again and again, and it's just so damn stupid that a lot of people thinking that, oh, there is a way to make easy money, when what a lot of people is not aware is that when those VTuber or when those YouTuber or streamer that is trying to say get you to invest in cryptocurrency or investment along the line, you are basically giving them the money. Which is the reason why at the end of the day, unless you're willing to give the money to them, if not, I don't think it's worth in the first place though. I mean, like, even giving super chat is way better than giving giving in terms of that, like. Funny thing is, I still recall like some of the VTuber like Rizu-san got, or was it Oli got $5,000? I think it was Oli. I think Oli from Hololive ID got like $5,000 herself, and it was like, man, that people are crazy for her in a way. I mean, like, giving people, like, if I got like $1,000, would I spend it on cryptocurrency or will I spend it on super chat to give to some of the people I like? I will do the latter. It's okay because I'm giving money willingly to others as compared to me getting tricked and scam all my money. The feeling of losing my money is worse than I giving my money willingly. I prefer to give super chat to other people than I give the money to a scammer. They don't deserve my money. There are people out there that deserve money. If I support a VTuber, I got the money, I give money to them, at least I'm happy. They happy, I happy. Scammer happy, me not happy. You could say that you could argue that it's going in the void that giving a creator in a way, cause you will never know where they are putting their money, assuming that you don't really care. I think like what I said earlier, if I be given a choice to give money to either those creators versus a scammer, it's way better to give the creators. And often more than not, I don't give super chat because I don't have money. I'm not monetized on YouTube yet. But the one thing I'll definitely say that some of the VTuber, I've seen some of them deserve a lot of they know that they will use the money for something good, I will support them accordingly. Because I know who deserve the money. But again, I can see like maybe some people will misuse the money, which is the reason why I always tell people, careful on people on who you want to give your money to. If there is a case of a streamer or a VTuber or YouTuber begging for money, and they are not telling you what they are using the money for, don't give them. Or for more than not, they are just going to use it for luxury in the first place. For me, I never like asking for money. I mean, like, so far I have received $20 from Misty Sun. I keep that record, I will never forget it. Like, Misty Sun gave me $20 so far. I never use it for a reason. When Misty Sun gave me $20 to enjoy, to eat something nice, I use it to eat delicious food. $10 to eat out, $10 to buy something delicious to cook. That's how I use my money. I never use it for other purposes. I use it based on what the person want me to use it for. That should be what it should be meant for. And till now, I still trying to put up as many good stream I can, as many video I can. Even till now, I'm still trying to think of way that how am I going to do Ring Fit exercise again? I feel like I've been going to the gym a lot lately and I totally forgot about Ring Fit though. They do, like you do have creators that put their money towards the stream to make it better for their fans. That's fair, because most of the stream or Twitch money is of course to pay rent of their necessity. Yeah, I feel like if I have the money, I'll definitely use it for the priority of what I need to improve the stream. Yes, I mean, like, the funny thing is, right, when I buy my gaming PC, that is out of my actual money. If I pay, that is out of my actual money. And when I kind of like bought the first laptop in Japan to do live stream, that was also out of my pocket money. When I do a lot of part time to save out on it. My sound mixer, my mic, everything is on my money after I work part-time and save up for it. I never beg people to give me a laptop. I never beg people to give me a mic. But if in the future when I got modelized, when I start earning from apps, I will use the app money to help improve my gaming stream. I will get a better mic, I will get a better gaming setup, or maybe some other thing, or even a gaming desktop or whatsoever, to make any of my live stream as good as possible, so that I can play better games or get more games along the line. Or even if I have like a lot of money, I will just say, hey guys, what horror game do you guys want me to play along the line? Because I'll be screaming every single time. Ring Fit exercise. Yeah, I haven't done Ring Fit exercise for so damn long already though. I've been going to the gym only, so I totally forgot about Ring Fit in a way. But I need to bring back Ring Fit. I mean, like, it's kind of like funny that I do squat in real life, or I just go to the gym and I totally forgot about Ring Fit. It's like I miss Ring Fit so much though. I really miss Ring Fit a lot, because Ring Fit is really what started me on knowing a lot of people who come to my live stream, as well as that it was also the so-called the first moment of my live stream though, when I first started out as a VTuber, especially EM VTuber. Initially I was kind of like doing JP stuff, like basically doing JP style of live streaming or talking along the line, and I totally forgot that when I using the Ring Fit exercise live stream and transmit myself to a JP, and not from a JP like but but to an EM VTuber, yeah, I kind of miss that a lot though. Yeah, that's really special, because I'm telling you, man, those computers are not cheap, and if you got people willing to help you out and have a much better setup, they've been a lot of appreciate. It looked like a lot of fun, to be honest. The last person I saw play Ring Fit was having a good time, and it's not like she was literally about to pass out. Yeah, the funny thing is, right, Ring Fit, right, in a way from how I look at it, is that it forces us to do way beyond what we can do. And when I go to the gym and exercise, one of the things that I realized that is really different from Ring Fit. Sure, I'm doing muscle training, I'm doing a lot of exercising, but Ring Fit forces you to go way beyond, because the number of exercise you have to do each time, the number of count it would force you to do is way beyond your limit. And that is what I like. When I go to the gym, I kind of like I can do the leg press squat, I can add weight, I can do arm press, I can do all this, but there is nothing encouraging me to go on. There's nothing telling me to I can just, like, let's say for example, if I do leg press, I can do like 20 on 40 kg, pause, and I can take for 5 minutes and then I continue. But Ring Fit forced me to do squat like 30 squat in one go, and that is more tiring than going to the gym. So I miss the Ring Fit in some way, but I never, like, in my schedule for some reason just never seems to make it work. I kind of really want to do a live stream about Ring Fit one more time. Probably if I can set the stream out, I would think I would want to bring it back again. Right, and then with the regular exercise at the gym, you really have to be mindful of how you're doing those exercise as well, so that you don't. Yes, that's the thing. That's the thing. In Ring Fit, you don't hurt yourself much. You can just have fun and exercise. But when it comes to gym, you have to be very careful to prevent yourself from getting injured. I agree with that. Like I do gym and I realize that it's just training muscle, but the fun of doing Ring Fit exercise is really kind of like something that I miss out a lot though. I really miss out. Like, this is one of the things I feel like Ring Fit, one of the reasons why I love Ring Fit in so many ways is that it's just having fun in a way. I mean, like, killing monster by exercising, why not? And best part of all, when you over exercise, the game will also try to encourage you to rest out, and I think that's a very good thing though. Even more fun when you have someone to collab with. I think it'll be more funnier if you guys are around and then you listen. You guys will be listening to an old man making a sassy ASMR while exercising. Yeah, I mean, my old record are there. I'm pretty sure my old record are there. There is a few times when I do Ring Fit exercise and I come out with the most sassiest sound when exercising. And I still recall there are some people like Kathleen Sun and some others saying like, Ame making sassy noise with during exercise, way too much to the point that telling when I try not to make sassy sound during Ring Fit exercise, mission impossible. I remember the one time when I was like, there was one Pacific live stream on the Ring Fit exercise that I said it that I will not make any noise while exercising, and I was still making a little bit of noise. But the 100 days challenge where I stream playing Ring Fit for exactly 100 days without stopping, yeah, that really kind of like something that I miss a lot though. Maybe I should bring it back. One more time, 100 day challenge. that was fun in its own way. Hello. Yeah, my cat is sleeping right now. I wonder is how different will it be though. Back then it was so like I would say one thing is that last time when I streamed Ring Fit, it was very silent. Other than sometimes I chat with only 1 or 2 people. I wonder how will it be different. I might have to plan it carefully one day. And when I say planning one day, it's definitely I will be making sure that it will be another 100-day challenge again, where I'll be streaming 100 days non-stop. All right. I mean, like if you haven't done it in a while, it's gonna be harder to get back into. I'm not sure though. I've been going to the gym, so there's a possibility that I won't be able to be as. I mean, there is a. I mean, squat wise, I can see it being alright. Hard to say though. It's hard to say. Unless I work even harder on the gym, then it will be a whole new different story though. Because the one thing is that going to the gym, right? You're training on the muscle, but Ring Fit, from what I've seen, it seems to be training on stamina, and I like that a lot. Then I have to probably do some kind of pro to see how many people are interested in seeing it. You know what? Let's try that. I'll try on YouTube community tab. Not on YouTube right now. Not the one you guys using, because I will be ending the stream in a while. Let me show you guys as well. Anyway, so if I go to here, create pose. Text poll. So I'm not sure whether can I add image or not, but oh well. Do you think I should redo one more time 100-day Ring Fit non-stop? Not 100 days non-stop, it doesn't sound right though. 100 days of Ring Fit adventure live stream. Like option. Yes. Oh no. House. Yep, the post is there already, guys. So yeah, I'm not gonna post it on YouTube. It's just that I think that would be much better for most people who is not around on my live stream. Because if I'm gonna base on the number of people on live, I mean like if more people vote for years, then we'll know who or whatsoever. But at least, I mean like even having 400 plus out, I'm not gonna think that my poll is gonna have more than 100 of results. But who knows? I mean like we shall see. Anyway, it's already nicely almost 2 AM on my side. It's almost 2 AM on my side, so I think I should also head off to sleep. I mean like I was expecting myself to talk for around 1 hour or so, but apparently I talked for 2 hours and 46 minutes. a little bit longer than I expected, but I still have fun talking with you guys though. So yeah, schedule wise for next week, I will plan it tomorrow because there is something on in real life that I might have to set out first. So I'm not sure about my schedule for next week yet because I still have something on in real life. And as for quite a few, as for live stream, other than that, yeah, I will tell you guys I will upload the schedule tomorrow. And other than that, today I actually have fun. Although I was having a little bit of food coma because due to the food I ate, I was actually very tired. But I still have fun talking with most of you, and even if you guys keep quiet or lurking, it's fine. If you guys have fun listening to me, I'm also happy. So with that being said, I think it's also a good time for me to stop exactly 2 AM on this time. Tomorrow probably maybe mainstream, I don't know, but I will let you know on the community tab as well as on my Discord. So with that, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe if you have not, and I will hope to see you guys again on the next live stream. So have a good day or night. Bye bye.